Okay, take two.
Yeah, it's
We recorded for a few minutes and
so
it's working this time.
I've been thinking a lot about the difference between secrets and sharing burden with each other. The main purpose, I said, the main purpose of life is to help each other out, to lift each other up, to be there for one another, with the people that we love and even people that are acquaintances, to sit and listen and to empathize or sympathize with them, or just to be a vessel that can help. You know, I last night, the two differences I just mentioned is a person coming to me wanting help, and me being able to share my experiences in life and maybe being able to help them in some way to improve or to overcome a trial that they're going through. I am more than happy to be that person. I am happy to assist in a person's growth if I'm able to. But I refuse to be somebody that you come to with a secret that you have done something, you've offended somebody, or you've betrayed somebody, and you come to me sharing this secret and expecting me to take on this burden with you and to keep it to myself. That is not the purpose of my life. I am not. I was talking to Kelly earlier. I had an image last night when I was going to bed of Oscar the Grouch in the garbage can, and everybody throwing their garbage in at him, and him just eating it up, and he's always so grouchy and so miserable. I am not a person that wants to hold on to another person's burdens and sickness. I want to, I am happy to help and to help a person get through a trial or something that's going on in their life. But if you want to come to me with a secret, I've done it. I've held secrets. I have killed myself over secrets. And I refuse to be that person. I refuse to be somebody that, in all confidentiality, I am happy to be here for you if you want to talk about something and grow. But if you just want to dump your garbage on me, that is not who I am. That is not what I'm for. And that's not what we are for when it comes to relationships.
Yeah, talking about this, we've been discussing a little bit this morning. He was talking about last night, and I've been thinking about secrets and stuff. And this morning, I shared something with Corey that kind of gave us an even greater perspective and understanding and feeling about sharing. I shared with him something that I've never shared with anybody before, except for some counselors. Ha, crud.
Yeah,
And a couple people in my life. Because it's something that, once I share it, you'll understand. I shared with him that when I was a very young child, I was sexually molested. And the details don't matter, you know, the who, what, when, where, how, for how long, like, the story of it, it doesn't matter. Because we all have our own stories, we all have our own stuff. And when I shared it with him, it wasn't to burden him. It wasn't to, like, because for me right now in my life, it's not a burden. But it still has continued to kind of be, because of the fact that I have been keeping it in, that I have not shared it with people. But now that I am sharing it with people, is like...
It's amazing.
You know, I was sharing with Corey how how as I was sharing it with him, it was like I can understand, and I have a greater understanding of grace, that as I speak those words and I share that burden that I've been carrying my whole life. I'm sorry.
You had me freaking out there earlier and just crying. It's beautiful.
But as I voice those words, it's like it comes out of me, and the shame that has been that's just been tied to me, that I've been holding on to, it's like it just dissipates. It completely, the grace that I feel from God and through Jesus Christ, like it's like so freeing, it's so relieving, and it didn't place anything upon Corey.
No, it made me feel, I mean, there was this immediate, like, it's fresh. I mean, this is really fresh. There was an immediate pain, but it was like, wow, I want this. I want to share this with you. It's like she said, it brings a greater understanding of grace. It really does. We just we're in Baton Rouge right now at a place that I just absolutely love, and I had an opportunity to just sit and think about what she shared with me. And it isn't a burden. She didn't come to me to just pour this garbage into me. She came to me for healing, to grow. I mean, that is beautiful. I didn't feel used in any way at all. It's so...
Or heavier, like there's not a weight to it. It's like a...
How could what you experienced make me feel lighter? It makes no sense.
Right.
It makes no sense.
And that's the yoke that we're told about in the scriptures, how like his burden is light and his yoke is, it's like it lifts and makes things lighter instead of heavier. But I've been such a secret keeper my whole life that I take on and on and on, and it has like weighed me down my whole life. And you know, whenever you carry, like as a child, you know, talk about shame and guilt. I mean, whenever something like that happens to you as a little child and you have that shame, you know, shame and guilt are very different. Like, guilt is like, I feel guilty, I did something wrong. Shame is, I am wrong. I am bad.
Yeah.
In my core.
Yeah.
And when you live with that perspective in your life, there's nothing you can ever do. There's no amount of perfection that you can reach in this life. There's nothing but I have tried. I have tried to be as perfect as I possibly can in this life. And I can't. And so it's like the guilt of not being able to be perfect, it just adds a layer on top of the shame that is already there, that you're not good enough. You're never going to be good enough.
Yeah.
And it's just that it's the adversary. It's, you know, I mean, everyone has different beliefs of stuff. You know, I believe in Satan. I believe in like the devil. Like, I believe that there is that darkness that wants to keep that shame, because if I am in shame, if I am in guilt, if I am in self-hate, if I cannot let go and relieve myself, like, and I can't even let go of it, I can't even relieve it myself. This is like something that, like, just sharing with Corey, and just the grace of Jesus Christ is the only thing that can lift something like that from someone. Like me sharing with Corey, he can't take that, but it sure like freed me.
It's crazy how it freed me in some way. I mean, I can't explain the experience. It's just, it's beautiful. And right when you shared that with me, you're like, I don't know if I can share it. And I'm like, no, freaking let it go. Just get it out. There's no reason to have secrets. There's no reason to keep that garbage.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful experience, and it's amazing how we were talking as we were coming over here about secrets and about how in my life I've had secrets brought to me where I felt a responsibility or I felt a commitment to somebody, not just one person, a number of people in my life, where they came to me with this garbage, this crap, that just wanted to dump it on me, and I kept it. And a week later, they come back with the same thing, and I keep it to myself, and I am sharing that burden, that garbage. I'm not sharing it. I am taking that from him or her, and I am internalizing it and being sick with that person. If a person has a secret that is not mine to share. If a person has something that they want to work through, I'm more than happy to share that with you. Kelly didn't come to me with some secret. She came to me with something that she struggles with and just wanted to let go of it. And it's out. It's out. It's out. I mean, how beautiful that is. I love it. It's this experience that we've had this morning, the transition of, you know, where we were going. It just all happened so natural. I refuse to be somebody's trash can. I refuse to be somebody's go-to for to make you feel lighter about your whatever it is, your sickness,
it really is sicknesses,
those things you want to hold on to and keep to yourself. It's keeping you sick.
Yeah.
And don't come to me with it. If you want to come to me with something that you want to progress with, great. I know I just said that. I've said it a couple times. But if you come to me with something that you just want to share and get off your chest, I'm gonna give you my advice. I mean, because it's not mine. That's yours. You keep that crap to yourself until you want to deal with it. If you come to me about something that you've done, something that you feel so bad about, and you want to split that shame and guilt in half by sharing it with me, that's not mine to take. Keep it to yourself. But if you want to work through it and you need a friend and you need somebody to talk to maybe get some advice or some guidance or whatever, if I have experienced it, I would love to share it. But if you want to come to me with that secret and expect me to keep it to myself, go get out of my life. I am not that person for you to come to. I'm not a secret holder. I am more than happy to help a person grow, but secrets keep people sick. And your secret, if you want to come to me with your secret, you're trying to make me sick in your sickness.
Right.
And I don't want it.
I've been very sick, and I recognize the codependency stuff, you know. Codependence, like, I like people to give me their sickness because I feel like now I have a purpose. Like, I can fix you. I want to help you and heal you, and I want to be, you know, I get very enmeshed with other people and their sicknesses and their problems, and it's just too much. And I am coming to understand that I've done this my whole life, and I don't want to be that person. Like, I'm not that person today. It's been very hard. I've had to create boundaries for myself to protect myself from that, and it's very difficult. It hurts, it's painful, but I recognized how sick it was making me, trying to fix everyone around me, trying to control all the stuff around me. But yeah, with secrets, I've been a secret keeper my whole life. And it's, I feel like I've enabled people to continue in their sickness instead of helping people to overcome them.
Yeah. And when the really the hard thing about secrets, and in our family growing up, it's not like it was secrets. There were just so many things not talked about. It was very just a lot of things were internalized. My mom and dad grew up in the back country. My dad grew up in like outdoor toilet, one light bulb, cooking over a fire. He came from absolutely nothing. Being raised in that, I mean, immediately it's the spanking, the whole the whole backcountry. That's who. But my dad is the most amazing man. He is a very special person, and if you know him, you know that. I don't even have to convince anybody of that. He is so transparent. He just is who he is, and I guarantee you that you're not gonna go to him with a secret and expect him to be a trash can. That's just not who he is. But he is a person that you can talk to in confidentiality if you want to grow and if you want to share, and he's there for me. He's always been there for me. But the hard thing about secrets is where it places me when it comes to people that I love. If a person that I love comes to me with a secret, and I'm in the middle of something that is, I'm in the middle, I mean, when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, you got two best friends, and one of your friends ended up doing something with your other friend's girlfriend or whatever, and one of your friends comes to you and tells you, and your other friend's over here in the dark. I mean, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to tell my friend, listen, I'm going to give you a week. You can go figure out what you need to say, and you're going to go tell my buddy what you did? Or I'm responsible for that because I love both of them. And I can't be stuck in the middle of one person's secret and then I'm lying to the other person. And anybody out there that's listening to this, you can take this into many different experiences in my life that I've been through. I refuse to ever be trapped in a situation like that again. It's not, I know where I will go if I do. I mean, it's just, I know who I am. I know that I don't today struggle with drug addiction. I just don't, because of what I'm doing, because of what I do on a daily basis. It is so wonderful to be free of the obsession. I mean, like this morning, I had a thought about drugs, but it wasn't a thought about using drugs. It was just a thought about drugs are so harmful. Drugs can just destroy a life. So it wasn't me thinking, oh, wish I could go use. It's just so free. I mean, I am so happy. But if I get caught up into secrets and I start internalizing or holding on to other people's garbage and keeping other people's secrets to myself, it's going to make me sick. And I refuse to do that. So I am happy to be your friend, and I'm happy to listen. But if you come to me and try and put me in the middle of somebody else that I love, and it's not possible, and it's happened so many times in my life where I've been stuck in the middle and I didn't know where to go because I didn't understand. I didn't know what I did not realize the damage that I was doing by keeping secrets to myself.
And I think that's what it is. Like, you feel like you're doing something good for a person because you're keeping their secret. You have their trust. It feels good, and but it's very damaging. It's damaging truly to them, because you're helping them to continue to carry a secret that is damaging them. And then here it is. Now I'm carrying your secret as well, and is damaging both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secrets they hurt.
Yeah.
They really do.
There's
and I still have so much, but this is so good because this is helping me to be able to let go of the secrets that really, truly, it's just, this is stuff that happened to me as a little child. And it's like, I've carried this burden, I've carried this weight around on my back for 48 years, and it's like, there's so many of these secrets that we all keep from each other. We just keep them to ourselves because we feel like we deserve to suffer. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I think it's just the shame. It's scared what people are going to think, and it hasn't even been that lately, because I'm starting to be able to not really care what people think, but it's still just
maybe
an adversarial, just this thing that if I get rid of that, then I'm
maybe you're reluctant to feel like a burden on me. And that's what, immediately when you shared that with me, I burst into tears. And it wasn't a burden. It was like, I love you. Wow, I just grew closer to my sister that I feel like I'm closer to than most anybody in this world. And all of a sudden, there's this thing that just brought us even more together. That is so healing. If you've experienced those things, let it go. Talk about it. Get it out. It's so just and I have absolutely no I can't understand. I've never experienced it. I've never experienced being molested or anything like that. I'm very grateful that I haven't, but I was able to feel that. I was able to feel that with Kelly, and I am so grateful for that, because it's a feeling I've never had. It's new, and it was so fresh, and I've never, wow. I have had one other person share something like that with me before, and it's like this, it's a beautiful thing.
I think that is the fear of hurting someone. I have such fears of causing another person pain and hurt. And
what was your number one thing you told me why you didn't want to get on here? Because you didn't, what you just said. You don't want to hurt Dad.
Yeah, I just don't want.
You don't want to hurt
any. I don't want anyone else to have pain and hurt because of something that I say or something that I do. And so I keep a lot inside of me so that I don't hurt other people.
And that's what's so beautiful about it, is it didn't hurt me in any way.
But in my mind, I think that it will,
Yeah.
And I think that's what causes us to hang on to stuff, is because our minds, we tell ourselves so many things that are so dishonest that's just not true.
And that is the adversary. That is whatever you want to call it. The yin, the yang, whatever. The Satan, negativity, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. I call him Satan. He wants to pull me down. He wants me to keep secrets. He wants me to tuck things down and to hide them. I'm just done with that. Don't come to me with your secrets.
I'm really learning to be I'm learning, and it feels good, and it allows grace to be in effect. I'm able to receive what he's so freely giving me, but I'm not able to take it in because I'm holding on. I'm holding on to things that, like, he's like, just let go, just let go.
let
And
it
it's
go.
like, and as I let it go, I was like,
It's-
you just feel such love and just like, okay, that was not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It is. The only reason we want to keep it to ourselves is fear. Don't want to hurt somebody else, and all we're doing is hurting ourselves.
Yeah.
We are causing ourselves. We're just putting off the inevitable. It's all gonna come out eventually. I mean, it really is.
And it needs to.
And yeah,
But it will.
but I mean, everything about everybody is going to eventually come out. I mean, it's just going to happen. If you think you have secrets, I'm in my beliefs, your secret, that get them out now. You know, I mean, you find somebody to share it with, get over it, move past it, make amends, do whatever's necessary, because now's the time.
Yeah,
I mean,
because then you can have a beautiful life. Now, like, the day can be beautiful.
and it
You
is.
know, it's like,
It really is.
just
a
letting
beautiful
go
day.
of stuff each day just gets better and better.
It does. I am so grateful that you shared that with me today. That's I don't even know how to explain it, but it I do. Grace, and that what you said, our yoke is light and our lighter, you know, and I could see how the slaves were, they just didn't feel that burden on them, that I'm talking about in the times of Moses, because their Savior was able to lift that burden off of them. And that's what this is. That's what this is, getting it out and just being completely open. It's like he takes it, he takes it, and it's not just like he takes a little bit. It's so amazing how my life is transforming by just letting this out, and it's amazing to be part of it with somebody, to be part of it with Kelly. Is I'm so happy that I'm not doing this alone. Oh, sorry. I'm so happy that I'm not doing this alone. I couldn't do this alone. I know I couldn't. And that's the way this came together. If y'all watch our first video, I mean, we both on the same day. I mean, and then the next day the texts came at the exact same time. I mean, it was just, people can mock it or whatever, but I truly believe that we were called to come together to heal each other and allow Jesus Christ to be everything to us. You know, I mean, there's a scripture that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and I have been so double-minded my entire life, trying to appeal to the masses, trying to appeal to people, I'm just this chameleon. If whoever you are, that's who I'm gonna act like. But no, that's not who I am. This is who I am. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I believe Jesus Christ died for me on the cross. He resurrected 3 days later, and he is my Savior. That's who I am. That is who I lean on, and it's amazing how much he did for me specifically. And I love the relationship that I have with him one-on-one. I mean, I have a personal relationship with my Savior.
Oh yeah, me too. I could talk about that for hours.
It's a whole topic.
I don't know.
But
He just makes life light.
yeah,
Lighter, light. I mean, just
right now everything is
I
just
don't even know
great
what to
right
say.
now. I mean, with all the things in my life that I'm going through right now, everything is just perfect.
Yep.
It is exactly, I am exactly where I am supposed to be.
Me too.
I love y'all.
Mhm.
Thanks for listening
Thanks,
if
y'all.
you did.
Until next time.
Yeah.